I don't know what kind of hill or what kind of thing you claim this car rolled into.
A car. I can get the ring. Oh, that is so crazy.
You could get what?
I should have just got the Ring camera to show the accident because
yeah,
it rode.
You know.
Right.
Funny how you think of these things after the fact, right?
Right. It rode. Yeah. That's it, and that's all.
Yeah.
If you're not going to believe me about the insurance,
I don't believe anything you're saying.
About the insurance.
Anything you're saying. The two of you, in my view, deserve what you got. Both of you. Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. The parties are excused while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you both.
This courtroom is now in recess.
It's quite obvious that there is a liability here on the part of the defendant. The circumstances surrounding how the accident occurred is quite concerning, but nevertheless, he has a valid damage claim of $2,900, but she put up $250 to get his insurance. I would deduct that from the claim.
I am seriously questioning whether or not he's established liability in the first instance.
Well, look at the text messages, though, and I think it's clear that he's kind of caught unaware that the car was damaged. So I don't think that they concocted.
He wasn't a part of it.
Whatever happened, he wasn't a part of it, I think.
I'm not willing to give him anything. I think he has unclean hands. I think that the circumstances surrounding this are being concocted as we go by both of them, though maybe he was not aware of something. I don't know what the responsibility is. I mean, I hate to find anything in her favor, but I don't know what happened here. I really don't know what happened, and as a result, I'm not willing to give him anything.
He owned the car. I do think that it was damaged to the extent that we saw in the photographs, and that she had possession of the car at the time. I think he had to get the car repaired. She's responsible.
Am I missing something? I mean, we don't really know anything. We don't know anything about who owns the car, whether there was a prior claim, whether somebody else got money, whether she was hit by somebody else. I don't know anything here.
We know she had an accident. We know that insurance didn't pay anybody anything on this.
I don't even have, I'm sorry, I can't even go with that.
I think the reason why I'm going to incline toward Michael's position is the text messages, because she was so insistent about trying to sell this lie about being hit by a car that it suggests to me that he doesn't have unclean hands, you know, to indicate that they were in some kind of scheme together to defraud the insurance company. She was trying to defraud him. And I think that that speaks volumes as to her liability toward him.
I cannot, on this record, be comfortable awarding him anything.
So it's $2,900 minus the $250. That comes to $2,650.
It's $2,2650.
So we have a verdict. It's not unanimous.
Correct.
The man goes essentially.
I think he has unclean hands, and he has not met his burden here. And I don't really know what damages were caused by his lovely companion friend.
We have a verdict. It's not unanimous, and I'll tell you why. It's because this case is about a sense of responsibility. And it's quite apparent to the three of us that neither of you fully understand what your responsibilities are to your friends, to your community, even to your children. The evidence in this case is somewhat murky. Judge Acker and I believe that you were in possession of the car when it was damaged, and because of that, you're responsible for the damage. Judge DeMango feels that the plaintiff failed to meet his burden, that there is really no evidence to support anything that he says with respect to the damages that were incurred. Judge Acker and I feel that despite all of the murkiness about how the damage occurred, we feel that the plaintiff has met his burden of proof in that regard, and we're willing to give him the $2,900 minus $250 that you put up to pay for insurance. So our verdict would be in the favor of the plaintiff for $2,650. But the two of you have acted very irresponsibly here. You need to pay your insurance. If someone had been injured, how would they have recovered for her negligence? Because you didn't pay your insurance. And what if your child were injured because of your negligence?
I would be devastated.
Yes.
Yes.
And there would be no decision that would repay you for that. So what is the lesson that you have learned?
I learned to stay in my own car. I learned to, before I get out the car, make sure it's in park.
You learned also, I hope, that the most important thing for you to do at this point with your child is to pay attention to that child under all circumstances. That child is your responsibility. Verdict is in favor of the plaintiff for $2,650.